team's coming off back-to-back 2-win weekends, beating the other four teams by double digits. Why are you guys so successful?
I think our kids have played really hard. Obviously, going back even further than that, the WashU game, which, we got to get over that here at some point, but kids have practiced really hard. And I think, you can't play as well as we've played here the last few games without good weeks of practice. And kids have bought in, showed up, and really clicking and really playing well right now.
Okay, what is up with this recent offensive explosion? Scoring 70-plus points in all your games.
You know what? I sat there after that WashU game and felt sorry for myself for about a week and felt sorry for ourselves and, trying to figure out how we're going to score and finally just decided, hey, we're just going to focus on our defense and make sure that people aren't scoring over 60 points and, trying to win ugly. And for whatever reason, I think part of it, like I said, the kids are playing hard and just really working at it throughout the week. And we made a couple adjustments, but really kids are making shots and they're playing really well together. I think we're getting a little bit more in transition, which probably wasn't the case up until these last few games. But kids are playing well together. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. There wasn't anything major that changed. There wasn't any magic that happened. It's, our kids are just really come focused.
You mentioned a couple of times that defense has been the most just spectacular part of your team.
Yeah.
And you guys showed the last couple of games keeping teams to less than 35% field goal percentage.
Yeah. And I still think our defense has been good. I mean, I think we really wanted some dominating defense a couple years ago. Even last year, I thought we were dominating. I still think we've been good this year, but I don't think we've been as dominating as we have in years past, and probably even more so over these last 4 games. And, yes, we've held some teams. I thought we played really well defensively Friday night, forced some turnovers. Case was just such a tough matchup for us. I didn't think that we played poorly defensively and definitely got some stops near the end of the game when we needed to. But I still think that we can maybe kind of get back to playing a little bit better defensively.
Okay, how proud are you of your team's ability to bounce back from what you lost?
That's huge, and we've really prided ourselves over the years in making sure that we're not dropping back-to-back games. Obviously, you don't want to lose any of them, but our kids have been pretty resilient here over the years. And sometimes, not that you want it to take a loss to wake you up a little bit, but we've always played well and always played incredibly hard after a loss. And I think that's a sign of a good team.
Okay, this weekend you're going to travel to Ohio and here to play Emory and Rochester. What challenges do these teams present?
First off, both these two teams are very well coached. Christy's done a phenomenal job down in Atlanta, and Jim's been one of the best here at this level for a long time. And you always know they're going to be really very prepared for you. And I think Emory's a little bit younger. I haven't had a chance to look at them a whole lot as of yet, but a little bit younger. But one thing, they're always are going to play hard for her, and they have over the years presented some matchup problems for us, and probably will do so again. Whitney Martin has played very well for them. She's going to be a tough cover, and we struggled a little bit this past weekend with some athletic post players, and she's going to present some matchup problems for us. And Rochester is Rochester. They do a lot of the same stuff, and it's somewhat similar to us. I mean, he does a really nice job preparing his team defensively, and they're a little bit younger this year too. They lost a lot of seniors last year, but he's one of those coaches and has one of those programs where they're going to reload rather than kind of start from scratch. So they're both going to be very tough tasks, and obviously going on the road is always tough, but I always feel like the second weekend of a back-to-back is always especially tough.
What 3 things do you have to do to be successful this weekend?
I think that'll probably be a little bit more apparent later in the week as we get our preparations completed. But I mentioned earlier, I think defensively we still need to get back a little bit to that dominant defense. We've been good, but when we've been really good here over the years, we've been dominant, and I think we need to get back to that a little bit. We had some breakdowns at the free throw line the other day, and nothing to take away from Case. I feel like they very easily could have won that game. But I also think if we would have made our and maybe they're saying the same thing, but I think if we would have made our free throws, maybe we could have had ourselves a little bit more of a cushion on Sunday, and that's been a problem here this season. So we need to lock it down defensively a little bit more. We've done a nice job of getting to the free throw line. We've got to make sure that we are hitting from there. And I hate to say that we just need to make shots, but that's part of it. I felt like we got some really good shots against Case and didn't convert. those are the possessions that we've converted the 3 games prior to that, and you saw what happened. You know, we won with, I wouldn't say comfortable margins, but won, you know, at least double-digit margins, and at least we're in control for the most part during those games. So, you know, not to repeat myself, we got to get back defensively, got to make our free throws, and got to convert around the basket.
All right, thanks for joining.
All right, thank you.